Arroyo Simi Greenway and bike path. Begins at Yosemite and Damon, and it's pretty much unmarked where you enter here, and ends at Terra Haute and Stargaze Place. So we are beginning our walk down the Arroyo, starting here at Yosemite, and at this point it is only on the north side of the Arroyo. The Arroyo Simi bike path was envisioned in 2007 as a way to create a recreational facility in Simi Valley that spanned the entire length, opening up exercise and other avenues for people. The bike path runs from Yosemite. The first stop on the journey down this is Arroyo Park, and it's on Stowe Street. From here, we're going to cross over and head on down. Across the street, there's an entrance, and you travel on down, and we're going to keep on going. It's approximately 6.9 miles of paved bike paths here for you to enjoy. Our next access point is on Stearns. The very end of Stearns, you'll find there's a gate you can come in. That way goes towards Stowe, where we just came from, and we go this way, we'll end up in Hidden Ranch. And the train tracks are here. Train station's right around the corner. If we head on west, the Arroyo actually goes under the railroad tracks, and you're gonna make a right, and you're going to be headed down beside the railroad tracks until we get up close to the train station. If you're lucky, when you're in this section, you might see a train come by. Just a short ways down, you're gonna come to Hidden Ranch, and right down there is the train station. This is the Surfliner. It'll take you all the way to Ventura, Santa Barbara, and beyond. This one's headed back to LA. So we just saw the train, just a little bit, short walk down. You can ride your bike or walk to the train station. And this is a beautifully designed station. You can actually come here, bring your bike, ride your bike here, board the train, go off, and then come back. So we're gonna carry on. The Arroyo bike path goes right through the train station here. Your next entrance is gonna be Tapo Street. So when you come out of Tapo Street here, beautiful view of the mountains at this point right here. This actually turns into Guardian Street, and we head on down. Our next access point is going to be Tapo Canyon, and this intersection is basically where Royal hits Tapo Canyon. When you get across the street, you're going to start to see now some of the dams that they have built along here to help create the water habitat for some of the wildlife that lives here. So we're going to head on down here, and I believe our next stop is going to be on Sequoia. Here at Sequoia, the Arroyo gets much wider, and at times will have a lot more water in it. Right now, we're in the middle of the dry season, so there is no water in this section of the Arroyo. But here at Sequoia, you actually have two entrances going both ways. And from this point forward, it becomes two paths, north and south, for almost the rest of it, all the way to the end at Terra Haute. There's an area with benches, and the path becomes nice and wide, and it's a lot of fun to go down here. Our next stop on the Arroyo Simi Greenway is going to be at Sycamore Street. We bypassed the entrance on Royal because it's a very busy intersection. There was a lot of construction going on there today, so we just bypassed that. But when you get down here near Sycamore, you start to see lots of water. There are dams that hold the water back to create the riparian effect and create the environment that the engineers wanted to create here, a little more natural like it was in the past. And also by you get to this point, there's a lot more drainage arroyos coming in here, so there is more water here. So you'll see behind me, there's a nice little pond here, and behind me, that is Sycamore Street, and there are two entrances. Again, the Arroyo bike path runs on both sides of the Arroyo at this point. Once we cross over Sycamore, we're gonna head on down the path. The next stop is Frontier Park. We've been here before, so let's go down and take a look at the Arroyo. Here in Frontier Park, the Arroyo starts to get wider. There's more water right now because we recently had some rain, and there's a lot of ducks here in some of these ponds. Our next stop is here on Erringer, and here you can access the Arroyo from either side of the street. There's two ways to go, and you're right here at Rancho Simi Park, also known as the Duck park. You can park your bike here and spend some time in the park. Just a short ways down the Arroyo bike path from Erringer, there is a cutout here. So if you're jogging or hiking or riding your bike, you can stop here at the duck pond. There are benches here. You can sit here. You can actually enter the park at this point. There are identifications for the different kind of ducks that are here, and everybody loves the duck pond. So many ducks and wildlife here. From the duck pond here, we're going to head west, and our next stop is going to be Willowbrook Park. The beauty of the Arroyo bike path is that it accesses 7 or 8 parks, and there are probably 15 or 16 access points to the park. Many of them are in private access points in the neighborhoods, but there's probably about 13 or 14 public access points. So I was not able to stop at Willowbrook Park. It is blocked off for construction. So our next stop was here at the crossing at 1st Street. And over in the distance, there is LA Ave. So this tells you we are getting close to the end of this path. There's a couple more stops on our tour today. Also know that the Arroyo is closed from dawn to dusk, and these gates are locked. So you cannot go the distance of the trail at night, only during the daylight hours. So the access point here at LA Ave, you can go up to the street, you can go underneath it, and then there's access points on the other side of the street as well. So we're going to keep on going down, and our final destination is going to end up down at Madeira for the last leg of this journey today. All right, so we're at Madeira. Madeira and Cochrane is right up the street. Easy Street is the intersection here. This is the last section that was completed, and at this point it turns into one side, the south side only. So the Arroyo passes underneath Madeira here at Easy Street, and this is the last section of the trail. You do have to go up top and cross over on Madeira. Be careful, use the street lights. There's a nice long stretch here after you pass Madeira, and that is the parking lot up there in front of us. There's a big asphalt parking lot up there that you can go up to and have a 360-degree view of the valley. Right behind Friendly Village, there is this dam and waterfall. What an amazing end to our journey today. The hills are turning green, just a gorgeous landscape that we have here in Southern California. So we've reached the end of our journey here on the Arroyo Simi Greenway bike path. There's the end of the trail. That's at Stargaze Place and Terra Rajada. So I hope you've had a good time out here. I love this park. It's just beautiful. It's from one end of Simi to the other. It's an excellent opportunity to get out and see the scenery, see the riparian aspect of Simi Valley, and just get some great exercise. So thanks for joining me out here, and until the next time.